Before there were stars, before there were galaxies, before Earth even had a name, there was nothing but a silent, endless dark. Then, in a fraction of a second, everything changed. 13.8 billion years ago, the universe was born. In the first moments after the Big Bang, the universe was a roiling sea of energy, hotter than 1 trillion suns. It was too hot for atoms to exist. Particles blinked into existence and vanished again. Chaos reigned, but as the universe expanded, it cooled, protons and neutrons formed. Then, after hundreds of thousands of years, these particles bound with electrons, creating the first atoms, hydrogen, helium, and a whisper of lithium, the building blocks of everything that would ever be. For millions of years, the universe was dark. No stars lit the endless night. No galaxies painted the sky. But gravity never sleeps. Slowly, invisible hands gathered hydrogen and helium into massive clouds. Under immense pressure, the first stars ignited. Giants, hundreds of times more massive than our sun, burning blue and brilliant. But these ancient titans lived fast and died young. In their fiery deaths, supernova explosions, they forged heavier elements, carbon, oxygen, iron, gold. Without their sacrifice, Earth would never exist. Without them, neither would you. About 4.6 billion years ago, in a quiet corner of the Milky Way, a new story began. A cloud of dust and gas, rich with the ashes of ancient stars, started to collapse under its own gravity. In the center, pressure built and temperatures soared. A new star, our sun, was born. Around it, a disk of leftover dust and gas spun, a vast cosmic whirlpool. Inside this disk, particles collided, tiny grains became pebbles. Pebbles clumped into boulders. Boulders smashed into planetesimals, growing ever larger. Worlds began to take shape from dust and fury. Among these chaotic collisions, one young planet began to grow. Our Earth. It wasn't gentle. It was a violent, merciless construction. Meteorites rained from the sky. Volcanic eruptions tore the land apart. The surface was a molten, hellish ocean of rock. No oceans, no air to breathe, only fire and stone. Then came the greatest catastrophe yet. About 4.5 billion years ago, a Mars-sized planet, Theia, collided with the young Earth. The force was beyond comprehension. Mountains vaporized, oceans magma boiled skyward. From the wreckage, a ring of molten debris circled the Earth, and from that ring, our moon was born. The moon stabilized Earth's wobbling spin, setting the stage for a more stable climate, and much later, life itself. For millions of years after the impact, Earth remained a planet of fire, but gradually the surface began to cool. The first crust formed, thin, cracked, and fragile. Water vapor condensed from the poisonous atmosphere. Endless rain fell for thousands of years. Sound, heavy, constant rain. Oceans gathered in low basins, forming vast, steaming seas under a thick, toxic sky. Earth's atmosphere was dominated by carbon dioxide, methane, ammonia, deadly to us, but essential to what would come next. Somewhere in those ancient oceans, something extraordinary happened. Simple molecules organized themselves into more complex forms. Chains of amino acids, primitive membranes, life. The first life forms, simple, single-celled organisms, may have arisen near hydrothermal vents deep beneath the oceans. They survived in darkness, feeding on the minerals belching from Earth's interior. Pause. These tiny pioneers would eventually give rise to every living thing. Forests, fish, dinosaurs, birds, and humans. Over billions of years, continents shifted. Volcanoes reshaped the land. Ice ages gripped the planet and released it again. Life evolved from single cells to complex creatures. Plants breathed oxygen into the atmosphere. Animals conquered the land and the skies. And through it all, Earth spun silently in space, a living world born from fire and destruction. When you walk upon the Earth, remember, you tread on ancient stardust. Every atom in your body was forged in the heart of long-dead stars. Every breath you take connects you to a chain of cosmic events stretching back 13.8 billion years. The Earth is not just your home. It is your history, your blood, your inheritance from the stars.